Hi, everyone. Hi, Jeff.
Hey, Tamoy, how you doing?
Doing well. It seems like you're out in the stadium. Tell me where you are now.
Yeah, I'm at Tempe Diablo Stadium. I'm here for spring training. The Angels have played 4 games so far, and as we're speaking to you, Shohei Ohtani just pitched for the first time this spring.
Oh, that's awesome. And how's the weather there? It seems like it's pretty sunny out there.
Yeah, it's been very nice. It's been a little warmer than usual for spring training because usually we get here a little earlier and it's can be kind of cool at the beginning, but it's been in the mid 80s. It's been very nice.
Oh, perfect. How's this year's spring training? Have things mostly gone back to what it was like pre-pandemic?
Yeah, pretty much. We're allowed in the clubhouse now, and we can do interviews in there. The only thing is we have to wear masks. But besides that, it's pretty normal. They're doing some renovations at the stadium, so the Angels are practicing at the minor league facility, which is right over there, kind of. But it's not too much trouble for us. We just walk down there, do interviews, and they play the games up here.
Could you just turn the camera around and what it looks like up there?
Sure. Let me, hold on. I'm standing on the roof of the ballpark right now.
It doesn't look like yeah. Oh, nice field, yeah.
Here's the stadium. And this is after the game. They're just cleaning things up. And if you go over here, the other side of the roof, these are some practice fields. And way over right there kind of is where the minor league practice fields are.
Oh, wait a minute.
Kind of
on the left,
there.
That's not a minor league field.
This is actually just like a major league practice field, but there are 4 more fields down here, and that they're connected to the clubhouse. So that's where they're having most of their workouts because it's just a little closer.
Do you see any impact of the lockout, for example, on player morale or logistical issues?
Player morale seems to be fine. The only logistical issue is the starting pitchers are going to be behind what they normally would be for the season, because normally the starters would each make maybe 5, sometimes 6 starts in spring training, and this year it's going to be pretty much 3. Maybe a couple guys will get 4, but that's going to be different. Certainly when the season starts, the pitchers might be only up to 75 pitches instead of the normal 90 or 100.
As a reigning MVP, is Ohtani receiving a lot of attention and buzz at spring training?
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, there's the normal assortment of Japanese media here, and I think it's maybe even a little bit more than usual. It's not just reporters. There's a lot of cameramen and photographers, and it's probably 40, maybe wow. 50, something like that. And then there's some other national media that comes in, and, when he did his first press conference at the beginning of the season, there was a little bit more media there.
What's your impression of Ohtani so far? Anything that stood out to you?
Well, he looks good. In the first game he pitched was good. Last spring, he was still kind of wild. He was walking a lot of people, and then he started the season that way too. So this spring, Max Stassi just said he looks like he's picking up where he left off last year. And if that's true, then that's certainly a good sign for the Angels.
Have you noticed any big changes to his physique or training schedule regimen compared to previous years?
He said he feels stronger, but he looks the same to me. And I can't really tell any difference from, any of what I've seen so far on the field.
And he had his first batting practice outside, right? In a while. We haven't seen him do BP outside in a long time.
Yeah, I mean, they all do batting practice outside pretty much in spring training. It's during the season that they do it less often. During the season, there's only one field that they have to choose from. So a lot of times they choose to take batting practice inside because it gives them more options for when they're going to hit, because, they can hit while the other team is taking batting practice on the field, or they can hit while other players are taking batting practice on the field. But, spring training, there's lots of fields, so everybody can hit as much as they want.
Could you talk a little bit more about Ohtani's outing today? He had no walks. I guess he did have a hit one batter, but that's about it, right?
He hit a batter, yes. It was 50 pitches, 2 1/3 innings, 5 strikeouts, no walks. He looked pretty sharp. He said he didn't throw a splitter. Although it's interesting because catcher Max Stassi said he thought he did throw a splitter, but it turns out it was just a changeup that stats he said they looked the same to him. So, but it was pretty good. He got ahead of a lot of guys. I think he only had one time he got the 3-ball count, so that was pretty good. As long as he's throwing strikes, that's going to be really important for him, because especially at the beginning of the year when his pitch count is going to be so limited, he's going to have to be in the strike zone if he's going to want to get deep into games at all. Otherwise he's going to be, if he's walking guys, he's going to get to 75 pitches in, 3 innings. And that's not going to be very good, especially because the Angels then probably lose his bat in the lineup too when he can't pitch, when he comes out of the game as a pitcher.
How does he look at the plate? I know he's only played one game as a hitter, but how does he look to you so far?
I haven't been able to judge anything really. It looks fine. He had a single, I think, in 2 trips. It's still not really very much to judge, but I don't think anybody's worried about him.
How do you think he'll do this year? Do you think he'll do better, especially pitching wise?
I mean, it's hard to say. It's hard to expect anybody to do better than he did last year, because he did incredible last year. So I think if he does the same, that would be great. I think the one area he's got to improve, I think, is like we talked about earlier. He walked a lot of guys at the beginning of the season. And if he could avoid that and pitch the whole season the way he was, for most of the season, then that would be an improvement. And if he can be more economical with his pitches and get more innings, then I think that would also be good. And the only thing he can improve probably at the plate is there were times last year where he was swinging pitches out of the strike zone, which is just because there was nobody else in the lineup protecting him, and the pitchers were just pitching around him. And I think he was getting a little eager and wasn't really just taking the walks. Now, if he's got Mike Trout and Anthony Rendon behind him for the whole season, theoretically, pitchers will throw him strikes. And if they don't throw him strikes, he's going to be very willing to take the walk, because he'll know the guys behind him can drive him in.
Ohtani said he will let his agent take care of his contract extension talk. What do you think is happening behind the scenes?
I have no idea. I know the Angels are very busy right now, though, just trying to finish their roster. They made a few roster moves already. And, because the lockout, they couldn't do anything. So I know there's a lot going on with that. And so I'm not sure the Angels have really had time to get into the Ohtani extension stuff yet. I assume they will. And we asked Ohtani about it, if he would be willing to have negotiations during the season. And he said, I leave that to my agent. So as long as it's not going to bother Ohtani, if the Angels are talking to his agent about an extension during the season, then I assume that they could go ahead and do that. So there's not really a deadline or anything for it to happen. So I think that they probably will use some time into the season to talk about it.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the video. If you liked it, don't forget to click the like button and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any future videos. You can also watch our past videos from the description below. Hope to see you again next time.